Rachel, we're doing our event in Geneva, EcoPrint, talking around sustainability in print. So tell me a bit about your view of sustainability and the areas that you think are really important for anyone to consider.
Okay, that's a very good question. Actually, sustainability is a quite important topic, not just for our industry, as for every industry globally. So we are in the printing industry as an inkjet ink manufacturer. We believe there are two key parts of areas from the sustainability point of view. One is the printing method, the other is the chemistry. So the inkjet printing versus the analog, and we believe inkjet is a more sustainable and a printing method because you can print on demand to definitely reduce the material waste and also to reduce the energy use.
From the printhead point of view, I would say we design and make printhead last longer. I think that basically means you don't have to change the printhead often. That basically means you don't have to manufacture printhead often, because if you're looking at energy savings, to make a product, that costs a lot of energy. To make a product last longer, you basically save that energy 3 times on even more times of energy saved if your product lasts longer. On top of that, our printhead is running on driving at a relatively low voltage. So a potential will consume less energy.
Brands actually waste a lot. They have a lot of obsolescence in their inventory in the supply chain. And by using digital, you can cut out all that inventory, deliver on demand, just in time, just the amount you need. And that's a huge saving. Talking millions a year, these big FMCGs are just trashing boxes. And that's a huge benefit. And it's a huge sustainability benefit as well for the planet.
Brands really look on sustainability as something very, very important. And HP is no different in that. We have our own sustainability messaging as a brand, and this is something that we're really taking pride of. And specifically leaning on those sustainability messages that we have on HP, we've built what we call the page-wide sustainability impact. And that is, we are allowed to do that because we really bring a very sustainable, sustainability profile solutions. The fact that we're using true water-based inks allow us to give the converters and the brands a solution that from start to finish gives them a lot of benefits, give them benefits internally in their premise in terms of health and safety for their employees. Digital as a process is much more sustainable. The fact that we're using thermal inkjets allows us to use much less water when we're talking about cleaning, especially if you compare how much water is being wasted today in the industry by cleaning plates compared to what we need to do in order to clean our printheads. You cannot even compare. So all the converter side is much more sustainable, and then the brands, they are getting a sustainable solution, printed on corrugated, of course, but also we are providing it to be fully recyclable, compostable. So, we really believe we live by the circle of the life cycle of the box, and we made sure that we are ticking each one of the boxes.
Personally, sustainability has been very important to me, and digital printing actually, when you look at it, there are different aspects of digital printing which help in the final goal of being sustainable, right? So let's take, for example, a roll-to-roll machine. And if you have analog setup, you would need at least 50 to 100 meters of paper that you need to print in an analog press to get your final, let's say, acceptable print. So you have these run-up lens, you have these run-down lens, which are all going to waste. With digital, you don't have that problem. You can, scale up. You can, print, even at a slower speed. You can print faster speeds. So you reduce the waste. So this is one way of digital. One way in which digital is helping. The other ways of digital which is helping is, different types of inks that you can print on. You don't need to print like only UV inks, but you could also print water-based inks if you need it to be, at a later stage recyclable. So you can do many things with digital that was not possible with analog. And what I said earlier as well, reducing the run length. So if you don't need 1,000 and you need only 100, then print only 100. I mean, just to get the cost right, if you're just printing 1,000 and just keeping 900 on the side for inventory for a potential future, usage of it, I mean, you're just wasting it, because I mean, maybe after a month or something, you may have a different red in your design, or you may have a different ingredient, and you need to make everything new. Inkjet is helping industry becoming sustainable, and I think just by being in inkjet, we are already doing that.